that we can make miserable people less miserable. And I think that's terrific. I'm proud of it. Our rush to do something about people in trouble, in our rush to do something about repairing damage, it never occurred to us to develop interventions to make people happier, positive interventions. Happy is not a word I use very much. We've had to break it down into what I think is askable about happy. And I believe there are three different, and I call them different because different interventions build them. It's possible to have one rather than the other. Three different happy lives. The first happy life is the pleasant life. This is a life in which you have as much positive emotion as you possibly can, and the skills to amplify it. The second is a life of engagement, a life in your work, your parenting, your love, your leisure. Time stops for you. That's what Aristotle was talking about. And third, the meaningful life. Three kinds of lives: the pleasant life, the good life, the meaningful life. People are now hard at work on the question, are there things that lastingly change those lives? And the answer seems to be yes. And last thing I want to say is we're interested in how much life satisfaction people have. This is really what you're about. And that's our target variable. And we ask the question, as a function of the three different lives, how much life satisfaction do you get? So we ask, and we've done this in 15 replications involving thousands of people, to what extent does the pursuit of pleasure, the pursuit of positive emotion, the pleasant life, the pursuit of engagement, time stopping for you, and the pursuit of meaning contribute to life satisfaction? And our results surprised us. They were backward of what we thought. It turns out the pursuit of pleasure has almost no contribution to life satisfaction. The pursuit of meaning is the strongest, and this is the pursuit of engagement is also very strong. Where pleasure matters is if you have both engagement and you have meaning, then pleasure is the whipped cream and the cherry, which is to say the full life, the sum is greater than the parts if you've got all three. Conversely, if you have none of the three, the empty life, the sum is less than the parts. And what we're asking now is, does the very same relationship, physical health, morbidity, how long you live, and productivity follow the same relationship? That is, in a corporation, is productivity a function of positive emotion, engagement, and meaning? Is health a function of positive engagement, of pleasure, and of meaning in life? And there is reason to think the answer to both of those may well be yes. And by the way, the distinction between relieving misery and building happiness is extremely important. I thought when I first became a therapist 30 years ago that if I could make someone, if I was good enough to make someone not depressed, not anxious, not angry, that I'd make them happy. And I never found that. I found the best you could ever do was to get to zero, that they were empty. And it turns out the skills of happiness, the skills of the pleasant life, the skills of engagement, the skills of meaning are different from the skills of relieving misery.